and welcome back to Angie's Table. Today I'm going to teach you guys a meal prep idea, and you can also just enjoy it as a meal. It doesn't always have to be a meal prep, but I want it to be a very well-balanced meal. So I'm going to actually try to incorporate some veggies that people might not like. So I have cauliflower and kale as my only veggie, and for proteins we have ground chicken, which is okay, but then I have chickpeas in there. I feel like people are not really used to chickpeas or may not even be their top choice in beans, but I'm going to try to make it work, and I want everyone to try this because it's going to be good. So let's go and check out our meal prep idea ingredients. Let's start off by prepping our veggies. Cauliflower. I feel like cauliflower is similar to a broccoli, but it's not as popular. I think it's because it's really dry. At least like broccoli, when it gets steamed, there's some juice to it. It's softer, but I feel like cauliflower's texture is just a little off. I wanna make sure that cauliflower also gains some attention as well. So now, prepare a baking sheet and roll up your sleeves. Let's add our chickpeas. Add in our cauliflower. And our kale. 1 teaspoon of garlic powder, 1 teaspoon of salt, and 1 teaspoon of paprika. Ooh, that color's so pretty. Black pepper will just be to your taste. And let's sprinkle ample amount of olive oil. And mix this with your hands. The key to starting to like veggies is to make sure that it tastes good. So I think it's really good to start off by roasting them or baking them very, very well, so crispy, almost like chips. So in order to do that, you need to make sure it's well seasoned, that there's a lot of olive oil, and that you cook it so that it's extra, extra crispy. You will start to get used to consuming veggies, and then you'll start to appreciate the taste and the nutrition that veggies can give you. Now let's go store this away into the oven. We're gonna cook all our veggies at 375 degrees Fahrenheit for about 40 to 45 minutes. Let's chop up our other veggies. Most people aren't used to tahini, and I wasn't either. I remember I wanted to try out all the different types of sauces out there, all these new ingredients. I just bought it and I tried to experiment with it, and I failed with tahini. I didn't understand how bland and pasty it was, so I realized you really have to season it well and add a lot of other things to really make it taste good. We're now gonna make the tahini sauce. To a 1/3 cup of water, let's add in 1/2 cup of tahini. Tahini is basically just made of 3 ingredients. It's whole sesame seeds, oil, and a little bit of salt. 1/2 of a freshly squeezed lemon. I transferred it to a bigger bowl because I realized it was not all gonna fit. Okay, back to the sauce. 1 tablespoon of sesame oil, 1 clove of garlic minced, 1/2 tablespoon honey, 1/2 teaspoon salt and more to taste, and black pepper to taste. Give it all a mix. After 20 minutes, make sure to open the oven and mix all your veggies around so every side gets cooked. Do you guys know what it's time for? Today's word of the day is 결혼, which means marriage. And in just 2 days, basically a brother to us, it's Vivian's brother Robin is getting married. And for Grace and I feel like he's just my sibling. We've known each other since high school. So I don't know why, just thinking about his marriage gets me very emotional. Very happy for him, but I still get very emotional. I'm not gonna ball at the wedding. But anyways, today's word of the day is 결혼, which means marriage. So now we're gonna start making the chicken, and we're gonna start off by adding olive oil and cooking our green scallions first, because I wanna make sure that the oil is fragrant with that scent of green onions. Add our olive oil in. 3 scallions that we chopped up earlier. So in Korea, cooking scallions in the olive oil is called pagirim, which literally means scallion oil. They always use this for Korean Chinese cuisine and also in fried rice because it just enhances the smell and the fragrance of fried rice, and it's honestly really amazing. So we have 16 ounces of lean ground chicken, 2 tablespoons of mirin. We'll be cooking all of this on a medium-high heat, and make sure to just really break up the chicken pieces. Let's add in a 1/2 teaspoon of salt, 1/2 teaspoon of freshly ground black pepper, 1/4 cup of honey, 3 tablespoons of sriracha. Meal prep is always good because you don't have to spend time cooking every single day, but it's just something you can grab and go. Or if you're tired after work coming home, you don't want to actually cook yourself something or buy fast food all the time, it's really good to just have in your fridge so you can pop it into the microwave. The veggies are done cooking, so let's go and assemble our bowl. I really like to meal prep, and I always made sure in my meal preps that it was very well balanced. Like I had a little bit of carbs in there to energize me throughout work, to have protein in there, to have a lot of veggies in there. So I really made sure it was well balanced. This is not something that I used to make, but something that I had as like a dinner idea. And I kind of wanted it to be a slight Asian and Mediterranean fusion. I thought it'd be a really good idea to make this meal into a meal prep meal. So we are now going to do our final taste test. Make sure to mix everything, Grace.
If you can make the cauliflower taste good, that'll be awesome because I don't like cauliflower.
I feel like most people don't. Okay, get a little bit of everything. Wow, it's so good.
Cauliflower is really good.
That's all correct. That smoked paprika in there. The main thing with veggies is that you need to hide the texture and the taste of it by, you know, putting up a front with something else.
The sauce is really good.
It tastes like Asian-y. The tahini tastes Asian-y. Very nutty and very aromatic.
Yeah, the cauliflower is really good. I think because of the spices, it almost seems like there's like moisture to it.
I actually added some cilantros on top and it really helps. Put cilantro on yours. It actually like makes it really good. The cilantro was just a garnish, but it actually really enhanced it. How do you like the garbanzo beans?
They're really good.
Oh, this way you eat kale.
Oh, I forgot there was kale.
It's so small.
What do you think, Kevin?
Kevin's over there eating some too. So I've tried other meal preps following the recipes. It's good and all, but I feel like it lacks that oomph to make you want it more. But since this has such strong and bold flavors, it tastes better, if that makes any sense. I actually really like the brown rice in here.
Yeah, I do too. It feels heartier.
Right?
I hate meal prepping because the food is usually more bland. But this is really good.
Yeah. Wow. This was a success. So I really hope you guys try it out. It is an amazing meal prep idea, but also a really good way to get all your veggies in so that you have a well-balanced meal throughout your week. We'll see you guys on our next video.